So we start with a little bit of Marvel. Marvel TV boss on the possibility of a full MCU reboot after Avengers Secret Wars. He's quoted as saying, "You can't really fully reboot anything. It's a very difficult thing to do. A living, breathing, fictional universe to just start from scratch because of all the fan investment and love for the stories that have come so far." Question, obviously. Let's say that Doomsday and Secret Wars are just fucking garbage.
Oh
Could you
goodness.
could you see a reboot? Would you want a reboot?
No.
Is a reboot in the cards for you?
Oh man,
No. I'm gonna just say no.
I don't think so. I don't even
that's
like he
tough.
said. I don't think you can, even though like amazing stretch, right? And then the fall off begins, and we're hoping that this next phase is like the savior. It's like if that tanks, it's like you can't just take what you had before and be like, yeah, we're gonna restart it, because then it's never gonna live up to that expectation of the fans. You know what I mean? Like no matter what you do, I don't think you can reboot the Marvel universe like that.
They would have to take some years off, man. Wait a decade or
Yeah.
so, and then you can start it up again.
Because we're saying reboot from where exactly? Like from the start? Like
If we reboot, we can start with X-Men this time. We can start with Fantastic Four this time. We could do the stories that they didn't have before and start the way they wanted to start now.
And that's why I don't think it will work, because it's like you're trying to get the same audience that went for the last 20 years with y'all, and y'all want them to start over again and go through, like, it's gonna be a mess. People aren't gonna rock with that, especially with DC starting their universe. It's like it's kind of a bad time to reboot.
Okay, so scratch the question from after Secret Wars. We go through another 10 years. And obviously there's a good movie here and there, but it's just, it's just not a good product. Would you say a reboot is in the cards then? And just like J-Mac said, like it's not like we're starting with Iron Man again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole new fucking thing.
In 10 years from now, bro, we already have X-Men. We already have almost everything fleshed out. That's how it sounds in my head. 10 years?
This fails and we don't get none of that shit.
I could see a reboot introducing new characters that are completely new to the Marvel in terms of a reboot in that kind of sense. Because if you're rebooting past characters no matter what, I feel like it's easier to do in the DCU because it's been done so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But whereas Marvel, like, there's only been one Iron Man, or they've done Fantastic Four a couple times, and they're doing it for the third time, and hopefully it hits this time. But like, I just think if 10 years from now that reboot did happen, I feel like it'd have to be like original characters.
And
so 20 years from now, Cody, we're like the MCU is just dead. I'm trying to see because the only reason is because like you didn't want to go after Secret Wars. You kind of don't want to go after a 10-year gap. It's like it's just forever going to be the MCU because they're not going to stop making Marvel movies.
But that's the thing. We see it as them dying, but like we said, you can see the numbers. They're not really dying. These movies are about to generate billions. We already know that. So the movies after that are probably going to be good for the next 10 years. And speaking about 20 years, I mean, by then, yeah, I guess, depending on where the story's at. Because, like, what else are they going to do for 20 years from now?
That'd be crazy, bro. A 20-year franchise stretch? So, I mean, not even, and then add on top of that,
I'm about to say they're about to 10. They're about to hit that.
Yeah, facts.
That's like, there's no way it's still around. That'd be crazy.
You know what I'm saying, if it's still around by then enough to reboot, like, I mean, fuck it, but I just
because and then by another thing by that point too, it'll be like a new generation.
Exactly.
They probably wouldn't have seen any of these movies.
That's what I was thinking. That would make the more sense then, because the generation that watched the original MCU, we're already done. We already seen our MCU, so it's time to start over. It's probably whole new directors and stuff like that. Yeah. Kevin Feige ain't there no more. Thank God.
Well, that's where the conversation dies, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know if you would be open to an MCU reboot. Disrespect them. God,
speaking of truth.
Yeah, another week.
Stupid.
So we talked about this. Obviously, Daredevil Born Again is already getting a season 2. They have casted one of the GOATs, Matthew Lillard.
Shaggy.
Oh yeah. Shaggy.
Yeah. Bro, that's it right there.
That's that guy, man. So we got some IMAX news. Apparently, Spider-Man 4 is not currently slated to release in IMAX. I don't know if that's like, do Marvel movies usually do that?
Are they usually not releasing IMAX or be in IMAX?
Are they usually in IMAX?
I think so.
I don't think they're filmed for IMAX, but I'm sure they play them in the IMAX theaters.
So this is saying like not even like my theater would get it.
Yeah,
is that how you're?
Yeah, I think so. So far, there's no plans to release it in IMAX theaters. So.
I feel like IMAX is just like should be the norm, you know?
Shit.
Start building them motherfuckers everywhere then, because there's not enough of them.
True IMAX, yeah, not enough at all.
Yeah.
So I went to the comments for this, and apparently you can go on their website and see what movies are slated for fucking IMAX. I know this is probably super hard to fucking read right now, but there's movies on here like Toy Story 5, Avatar: Fire and Ash, Minions 3, I guess another Moana movie, The Odyssey. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know about that. You can go see what's coming to IMAX there. Avengers Doomsday, apparently. So there you go. Answer my own question. Yeah, pretty cool.